Hi, Omoh.
Hello,
How you
Enara.
doing today?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, so you're welcome to Lead Paths, with Enara, and basically what you're supposed to do is help us light the path of, younger ones that are coming after you. A lot of people find it, very hard to navigate their way, especially when they're new in banking. So I want you to help light the paths of the younger ones and let them know, how you've done it so far. First of all, I'd like to ask, how long have you been in banking?
So I've been in banking for 10 years since 2015.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yes, 10 years.
2015. Have you always been in sales?
I started with operation for like 4 years before I moved into sales. So I've been in sales for 6 years, operation 4 years.
Wow.
That's 10 years
That's very
together.
interesting because I know a lot of people don't like to, move from operations to sales. They're usually more comfortable in operations, and then when they tell you to, move to sales, you see that everybody is scared. They don't want to start engaging. So how did you really transition from, being in operations to being a sales staff?
Well, it was not easy. I needed to leave my previous place of employment. I need to
Okay.
build my career further.
Mhm.
So since operation offer were not coming forth, I had to so let me just try sales.
Hmm.
And for the first few years, first 1 or 2 years, it was not easy getting customer, getting the way you speak with them.
Hmm.
So I was in customer service. I felt that okay, I've related with customers, so I'll be able to do it easy. But the first year was not easy. There are many strategies you need to
I
use
can imagine.
to convince customer to come work with you, to come bank
Do
with,
business with
do
you.
business with you. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So
Hmm.
it was not easy the first few years.
I can
But
imagine.
yeah,
So in your case, sales happened to you, right?
yes,
You
sales
just found
happened.
yourself in sales. Thank God, you've been able to weather the storm, from coming from operations into sales. So for you, what has been your, low points? Because I mean, for every banker, for every professional generally, there's always, your high points and your low points in on the job. So what has actually been your lowest points in the job and what has been your high points, thereafter?
When you keep working, you are working hard, you are doing the right thing, and you're not seeing results.
Mm-hmm.
That has been my lowest point. There are some points I know that okay, I've done what I needed to do. I know results will come in, but results didn't come in. Our kind of job, you expect result faster, but result doesn't come faster. It comes very slow, and it brings you down. Like it makes you feel so low that okay, am I doing the right thing? Am I treading the right paths to do this? So that has been my lowest point. It can be so depressing sometimes, but yes, working and not seeing results is actually my lowest point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sometimes you walk, you don't see results,
Just
even if it's, they say little drops of water make a
makes it
mighty
19 ocean.
ocean. How have those little drops, in your low points been able to help you build to your high points? What has really been your high point, in banking?
So my high point is banking is like I always tell my colleague, I always advise my colleague that the highest point in my banking was those customer you think this one will. There's one thing I always do not judge a book by its cover. You
True.
look at customer and say, oh, this one doesn't have anything to offer to me. No, you don't leave them. Another thing again, what has really helped me in my highest meet for me to meet my highest point in my career was just make them your priority. When you make them your priority, you see the rest, you just leave it to God and them. So my highest point in my career is when I got promotion twice in a year,
Wow.
in less than 2 years. I got
Wow.
promotion twice in less than 2 years. So
Twice in
less than 2 years.
amazing.
So
Amazing.
it has been my highest point. I keep saying it that my hard work was
Finally
yeah,
paid
it
off.
actually paid off.
True.
So and it has made and consistency also. It has made me consistent on the job. Also good. So my highest point in my career was when I got promotion twice in less than 2 years.
I can imagine. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay, so of course you can't really achieve all these things without
Yes.
work-life balance.
Yes.
I know you're married, right?
Yes, I
I know
am.
you're married, and our little boy, very energetic.
Yes.
So how do you, balance life, with what can be very demanding, but so
Yes.
also does the home front also demand from you, especially as a woman. How have you been able to, balance life and work?
Well, I will say God first. God has been there. God has been so kind. And my husband has been very supportive.
Marry well, oh.
Yes, he knows the nature of my job. He knows everything. He knows, okay, I need to go out early. He knows that I need to wake up early. So most times when I need to go for a meeting early, he's there to support me. And you understand. So God and my husband has been very, very. It has not been easy though, as a woman, balancing family life, balancing work, but I thank God that He has been understanding. And
Mm.
so my siblings also, especially my elder sister too, she has been helpful also.
Helpful, yeah.
So it's not easy. You just need to get a schedule for yourself. You know that okay, this will work both ways. You need to time yourself. Like okay, this time is for work and this time is for, so that you don't end up being unsettled,
Yes.
end up doing nothing.
True,
That's just it.
true,
So you just
true.
need to find a way to balance both and have an understanding spouse.
Mhm.
That's the most important thing. If you
Preach.
don't have spouse that is very understanding, my dear, it will not balance. It's not
Your
balance.
work life won't balance
So
until your
that's
family
it.
is balanced. I love that. I love that.
Yes.
So basically, with God and family, you are
Yes.
able to balance work and the demands of family as well.
Yes.
So on the final note, if you were to advise an incoming banker, maybe an ET just coming into banking, because sometimes people see the whole facade of wearing suits, nice suits, big salaries, but they don't know the work that
Behind
goes
the
on
scenes.
behind the scenes. Yeah. So if you have to advise an incoming banker, what will you actually tell them?
So what I would tell them is that pray always. The work can be overwhelming sometimes. You have to be prayerful. You have to put God first. You have to put God ahead of you. And also consistency. You have to be consistent. You don't work to get results will not come immediately. So you have to be consistent. You have to be focused. And also make your customer your priority. When you make them your priorities, they will speak for you. They will refer you to other people. They will eventually do your job for you and make your job easier. It has worked for me many times. So God, consistency, focus,
Fantastic.
and make your customer your priority.
Fantastic.
You see, everything will just go well for you and flow very well.
Amazing.
It takes time though, but it surely
That's really profound. So
yes.
with God, I mean, God is ultimate. I usually
Ultimate,
like to
yes.
think that the work is more spiritual than physical.
Physical,
So
yes.
with God helping you and you doing your part as well, because you
Yes.
cannot just leave everything to God. You too
Yeah.
have to play your own part. The Bible says that
Yes.
He will bless the work of your hand. So it means that there
Yes.
has to be work in your
Your
own
own
hand,
hands,
yes,
yes.
before you can have something to bless. So
Yeah.
once you do that, you are being consistent. You pray to God, every other thing would accrue to success.
Yes.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Omoh. It
you.
was
Thank
such a pleasure
you.
having you on the
Thank
show.
you.
All right, say bye to the camera.
Bye.